Hello, I'm Bunry.
I'm Breadmower,
and this is IFXtra. So, how have you been this week? Have you been okay? Busy, busy, busy? I've been working a lot. And you've been working a lot here?
Yeah.
What have you been up to this week?
I have been doing some stuff for Loose Files, one of our other games.
Yay.
Those of you who were around on Thursday for the quiz, well, I was talking about this latest news that's coming out where Apple is looking at binning off a load of games that haven't been updated recently. So, you know, people still play that, so we need to get a little update out for it at least, just so that it can stay live. But we have been planning like a massive update for it. So basically like a total redo of it, which I've been tinkering around for a few weeks, but they're kind of putting the pressure on with that now. So I've been working on that a bit, which is
good.
Yeah, it's a nice change as well. I'm getting to do some Unity stuff instead of the normal things that we're doing here. But in addition to that, I've also been doing a few bits and pieces with interference, in no particular order, just the order that I remember them to put them on the notes. So we have a most faved filter.
What's that?
On the gallery. So what you know, you can favourite games. It's the games that have been favorited the most.
Okay.
So
They're the most faved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tend to use faved just because then it saves people writing in going, excuse me, you've spelt favourite incorrect.
Okay.
I've spelt it right because it has a U in it. But yeah, so fave as a concept saves that discussion popping up repeatedly. I have fixed a bug with uploads that I caused when I fixed another bug, because that's how things work in software development. Some of you will have noticed, but recently we've been having an issue with duplicate items appearing. So someone will do an upload and then there'll maybe be 3 of their drawings in a row or whatever. Anyway, I put a fix in for that like last week, and then I'd noticed this the other day and thought maybe everything's just running a bit slowly. Whenever I was submitting something, it failed the first time and then worked on the first retry. And a few other people mentioned it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe it isn't just me then. Looked at it and realised there was a minor issue in this fix that I did last week where the first upload was completing correctly, but then it wasn't reporting success correctly. So then it would retry, and the system would be like, yeah, we've already got this, don't worry about it. So anyway, fixed, sorted, all good.
Cool.
We had a suggestion for, I think that the term used was a participation icon.
What does that mean?
Which I thought it was an interesting idea in that it tied in with something I had wanted to do anyway. Those of you who use Twitter, you might have noticed on the mobile app version of Twitter, few weeks ago maybe they did a thing to sort of highlight the original starter of a thread of tweets where their name appears in like pink with a icon. I think it's meant to be a microphone or something. And I saw that and I was like, yeah, we should probably like get that in the game somehow, because I know in forums people like to sometimes see who was the original poster.
Right, I see.
And I thought, oh, that would be quite interesting, maybe doing that in a game as well. And then someone, Callum, I think it was in fact, suggested it a couple of days later, and I was like, well, that's a sign, I should just do that quickly. The request was, can we just have a little icon next to people's comments if they played in the game?
Oh, okay.
But you know, we don't want to give you that, as they would say on a quiz show. Okay, we've put an icon in, but the icon shows whether it was a drawing or a description. And you can press it because, oh, this person played in the game. What did they draw? I've forgotten. Just click the thing, shows you the picture. Don't have to scroll up. Yeah, we got you covered. Don't worry about it. Doesn't do it
You
for...
spoil them.
I know I do. It doesn't do it for descriptions yet, just because we don't have sort of like a zoom view for descriptions. But, you know, maybe I should sort that out. Or maybe just have it so when you hover over it, the description appears. I don't know. Anyway, so that's quite cool. And yeah, if you just need to sort of refresh your memory as to what someone drew, you just press that. So this is all testing on web at the moment. Did I say I've done an original poster message on the forums as well? If I didn't, I've done that too. This is all testing on web at the moment. If it looks good, we'll roll it into the app. There's also been a discussion about recall games happening. Sorry, I've just realised I've got loads of stuff to talk about. There's also been a discussion about recall games happening where the gist being, is the point of the game to try and carry the drawing through? So recall is the one where someone draws something, you see it for a minute, and then you have to redraw it, and then the next person sees it, and and so we get 15 drawings. And so the question has kind of become, should you be trying to copy it as faithfully as possible, or are you allowed to add in your own flair? In my head, when I thought this up, it was the former. You're meant to be trying to duplicate it as accurately as you can. But we have seen some interesting things happen where people put their own flair on things. And so it's led to a big discussion about, like, you know, is adding your own sort of details, is that derailing it? And I mean,
really,
yeah, my gut feeling is that it is. But it's such an interesting thing that I think we need to maybe support it somehow. So what I'm thinking is we maybe split this into 2 modes, and we have recall, where the point is,
recall,
you're trying to do it exactly as much as you can, at least, and we see how little it changes. And then maybe have a similar mode, but where I haven't quite come up with a name for it yet, like reimagine, reinterpret.
I like reimagine, that's cool.
I think that was Gored's suggestion, actually.
I like that,
Reimage, reimagine.
Of course, yeah.
Where you see the previous one, and maybe we keep it on screen while you're drawing, I'm not quite sure yet, and you know, you add in your own details. So it might be,
you can improve it.
if it's I don't know, maybe it's like a garden or something, maybe you add in some extra flowers or something, or someone mowing the lawn or whatever. I don't know any. And so we kind of see how things kind of,
that sounds interesting. Yeah.
So kind of like
hands,
like recall is like a game of interference, but you're trying
it's
to
a
keep
memory
it,
test.
but you're trying to keep it as pure as possible. Whereas this would be a bit more like traditional interference, where it kind of is meant to sort of diverge. Anyway, we'll see what happens. If you've got anything you'd like to chime in with that, drop a message in the forums, or we've got a discussion going on Discord in the interference channel. Love to hear what you've got to say there. And so where this was all coming from, someone said, any word on recall in the app? Tactically, I think maybe we need to wait for that discussion to finish and make a decision on what's going on
and put them both in
before we do that, and then we can just put it all in one go, because that's going to make my life easier. So yeah, recall on mobile, definitely coming. You can play in your web browser on your phone at the moment. It's just not in the app, but yeah, it's coming. We'll just sort out these details first.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Okay, now it's time to go and see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Howlin' Mad for Lady in Red walks home from a party through moonlit floods. Well, she certainly looks like she's up to her knees in that water, but I just love the colour of her coat, and her hair is beautiful. Well done, Howlin' Mad.
My favourite description this week was Mortal Comquack by Slothtoes. Yeah, I always like a nice retro reference. Well, retro for me because I'm old. But yeah, looks like that duck wants to test their might against the door. Nice work, Slothtoes.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Heraclium for Dog with a Pearl Earring painting. How this isn't in a gallery already, I don't know. That is fantastic. What a superb picture. That's so good. Well done, Heraclium. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Now we're going to see what we were talking about last week in the forums. So last week I said, what was the most interesting thing you've watched this week? Because what was I watching?
The canoe thing.
Oh yeah, I was watching, the thief, his wife and the canoe.
Yeah.
Which is like a true life crime. But like dramatised, it was quite good. So what have you been watching? Callum said he watched Boiling Point on Netflix with Stephen Graham, a movie that was done in entirely one take.
That's interesting.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't either.
I know who Stephen Graham is, but
I don't off the top of my head.
Yeah, he was in that with Jodie Comer about the care home that I watched. I don't think you watched that one though, did you?
No, I did.
The COVID one, yeah, he was the guy in that one.
Okay.
But he's been in a lot of stuff, a lot of gritty dramas. I think he's from
Liverpool. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I think he's from Liverpool.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But yeah, so that sounds interesting. Kalamota says, really good movie too, actually. Would recommend. We should check that out.
We should, actually.
Canabita said, right at the start of this, I think it might have been like maybe the second message, I'm just 2 episodes into Severance. It's the weirdest, most interesting TV series I've seen in a while. And then there's a short gap where other people post things.
Okay.
And then Canabita said, I've just finished Severance. It's brilliant. I haven't been so frustrated by a TV show finishing in a cliffhanger for a long, long time. So wanted to watch more. Look, it's been renewed, but who knows when the next season will be out. Still, highly recommended.
Oh, okay.
We've
That's
heard
2
good things about
recommendations.
that.
That's cool. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mukluk Canuck said, right now I've been watching Chinese fantasy drama, Word of Honor. We've been watching some Korean dramas, haven't we? And
that's why I put this one on here.
Yeah. Never tried a Chinese drama.
Mr. Power Apps suggested Signal to us, which is like a Korean sort of police drama, which I really enjoyed. I got properly into that, and cool. It's finished now. But yeah, so yeah, Word of Honor. Maybe we should watch the Chinese thing. Yeah. It could be interesting.
Okay. Random Bunches, I've been watching a whole lot of YouTube recently. That's always interesting.
YouTube can just be a massive rabbit hole, can't it? You just sit there and then just watch that as well, and that. Yeah. Dakesh said, I haven't been watching that much TV recently, mostly anime, but nothing noteworthy. Instead, I've been devouring the audiobooks of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series on Spotify. So good. Got that right. I only learned of the existence of the series thanks to your quiz, Bunnery.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Before I had assumed there was only one book.
There are a few books.
Yeah, I put that on because I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I used to reread the set every year. I've just been too busy recently. Yeah, I should read them again. But yeah, cool. There's good stuff.
Interesting stuff there. So if you want to contribute to that, go and have a go. But now we're going to see what we'll be doing next week in the forums. If your job gave you a surprise 3-day paid break to rest and recuperate, what would you do with those 3 days? I started out thinking, what could I get done around the house in 3 days? Then I remembered it's meant to be rest and recuperation. I would read a lot. I've still many unread books in my house. Maybe watch a box set. And if possible, have a short trip to the seaside to feel the sand between my toes and listen to the sea. How about you?
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pin thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool, and don't forget tomorrow night is quiz night. Zeitgeist, 5 rounds, 5 different topics.
Yeah, if you've not seen this before, every Sunday night at 7 PM UK over on twitch.tv/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. It's a live interactive quiz stream where you play along against the rest of the audience, competing for points and places on the leaderboard. Each round's based on one of the week's drawings of interference. Bunnery picks 5 of her favourite drawings and uses them as inspiration for the rounds. So we don't find out until the night what the actual rounds are, but go on, tease us with the featured artists this week.
This week's famous artists are going to be Picnic, SOS, Nectar Slip, A Trophy Man, and Canabita.
Okay.
Different topics there.
Yeah, nice. So Canabita sometimes joins us for the quiz, don't they? So yeah, that'll be nice. If anyone else wants to drop in as well, as I say, 7 PM UK on Sunday. So that's this Sunday, that's tomorrow. What happened last week?
Last week we had a 3-way tie for the top spot. Can you believe it? Goose at the top with 200, and Canabita with 200, and Dakesh with 200. And then second place, it was 2-way tie. We got Darth and El Guapo both on 194. And then Ginny Pond was third with 192. That's very, very close.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened for a while, has it? Well, if ever. 3-way tie for number 1.
I know. Yeah.
Amazing.
All right.
That's quite exciting.
Very good.
Very exciting.
So on Thursdays, we do Zeitgeist 20, which is 1 topic and 20 questions on that. What were we doing last time?
Last week it was all about names.
Yes.
Supply the missing names.
Okay.
Different.
That was interesting. We had like names out of song titles, names of people.
Family names out of different TV series. All kinds of stuff.
Quite a variety. Go on, how did people do there?
Well, the winner was Goose with 193. Second was Kimchi, one of our newbies, with 185. And then Darth was third with 145.
Yeah, that was only Kimchi's second go, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they were in the lead like halfway through. And I think and it's just one question, that difference there. Goose just snuck in at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
very good.
Quite cool, isn't it?
So yeah, congratulations to them.
Yay.
So yeah, that was Thursday gone. Yep. But what's happening next time?
Next Thursday we have the topic of Agatha Christie.
Okay, Agatha Christie.
Some of us read the books, some of us seen the films. Some of
Oh
us
yeah,
know stuff
no, I've
about
seen some of the
her.
films.
Yeah.
I know maybe 3 things about Agatha Christie.
That's good. That's a good start.
So
Yeah, out of 20
I
is
just
not
need to
bad.
learn 17 more, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
You're having
I don't
one.
see any of this ahead of time. I just show up and see what happens. So I'll be guessing along with the rest of you.
But
Right.
there's an awesome drawing to go with this by Hiroshima.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Looking forward to seeing that then. So
Yay.
that'll be Thursday, 7 p.m. UK on twitch.tv/interference.
Okay, that's all the news for now. Just go to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved. You can play on the web at playinterference.com or search for Interference in the App Store on your device. You can also get social with us. We're on Twitter at PlayIFX, on Facebook at PlayInterference, and patreon.com/interference. If you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building the app, adding in new features, new game modes like recall, art start, and all these other bits we've done. Patrons get support status in the game, so you get things like replays, the fancy invite system, challenges, new game modes, all this stuff. And if you're a quiz player, you get a custom entrance shout out from Ava,
which is pretty awesome. Okay, that's it for now. So we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yeah, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.